it all happened to me. And that's actually the one thing that I'm the most afraid of when I DJ. Oh, daylight. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Today's Saturday. It's already dark outside again. I slept almost the entire day because, as you know, yesterday I was DJing from midnight till early in the morning. It got barely bright outside again. It's so beautiful. Silent, snow. There's still snow outside, but I'm not leaving the apartment, not for a second today. There's no chance. Because these Fridays where I'm DJing, it's like 8 hours plus in the studio, then 8 hours DJing, and the entire week was full of work. I got new speakers. These things, oh my god, so huge. I really do miss those speakers, so yeah. Hopefully getting back to the studio as soon as possible. Now it's actually dinner time. I think pasta, self-made fresh pasta with my favorite machine. Definitely, without a doubt, out of all of the tech that I own, the most unnecessary thing, but also the most satisfying. It just makes so much fun making the pasta with it. So today's hangover story time will be actually a little bit about touring and things that go wrong touring and DJing, things I'm afraid of, things, yeah, that just sometimes do not really work out. I think in another vlog I already talked about what happens if not enough people show up, which is always like a little bit uncomfortable. It makes it a lot harder to DJ, and every DJ has to go through this. If you don't experience that, you're not a real DJ. It just happens. There is not a whole lot you can do. Just play a good set accordingly to the place and to the people and the vibe that is going on. And if there's no vibe and absolutely no people, it's even easier. You can just play whatever you want. So years ago, before I even started making the vlog, I was still touring quite a lot. And there was one incident where I was booked in Switzerland. So I left here in Düsseldorf, I think like 6 in the evening, flew over there. Got picked up to a hotel, then a really fancy, nice dinner, a steak. And as you might know, Switzerland is so expensive, and I'm pretty sure the meat was like 150 euros per person. But unfortunately, I don't know if it was the meat or it's me or it wasn't cooked enough. Yeah, let's just say the meat didn't want to stay. And here's the problem, when you DJ, you can't deal with these kind of things. So I went back to the hotel really quick, tried to kind of solve it, didn't really work out. So I had a 4 or 5 hour set, and there was not a whole lot I could do, so just have to DJ no matter what. It somehow kind of worked. That's why I always tell you have to have extended tracks just in case. Also yesterday, for example, I played 8 hours straight alone. Usually I'm playing with Gordon ping pong, so it's no problem to go to the toilet or maybe have a drink or go outside really quick to get some fresh air. But if you play along, you definitely need some of those longer tracks. And then at the very end of the evening, I finally felt better, and then the owner of the club insisted me drinking with him shots. So I don't know, I couldn't really say no. 7 in the morning, I could finally leave again, totally wasted, completely exhausted. So I went back to the hotel, took a shower, and then I already had to leave again, catch the train back to the airport. So I arrived then back at the airport at maybe 10, 11. And I was really feeling like throwing up like 100%. And there was no way missing the plane. There was no other plane leaving, and it's just too expensive. So going through the security check, you know, those bags you have to have in Europe for your liquids. In Switzerland, they're for free, at least one plus. Here in Germany, you have to pay euro if you don't bring your own plastic bag. I don't know why. So I grabbed into the box, took out of there like 5-6 plastic bags, put them into my backpack, and then just went onto the airplane and just had them for me just in case. Luckily, it somehow worked. The plane was also delayed by an hour. That definitely helped. First time I enjoyed that the plane was delayed. And back at home, I learned my lesson. Be more careful with the food. Have a long backup failsafe song in your set, and no more shots drinking after the party is over with the owner. No, it's not worth it. There are actually so many more fun stories. There's so much happening. I used to play with Gordon in a club that is like an hour away, and we almost never got really paid. And then we had to negotiate at the end of the evening how much we get, depending on how the night went. I also once DJ'd for 14 hours straight without a break. It was Carnival, so it started extremely early. And I don't know why, I was just, I was kind of too... Like the owner said, that's the budget. We need someone for 14 hours. And I think he was assuming that I would get a friend to like help me for like at least half of the day. But I just wanted to keep all of the money. So I really did it for 14 hours straight. My knees, I never had so much pain in my knees. It was horrible. So also that, never again, learned my lesson. 14 hours, it's crazy. Then there was this DJ contest thing where I completely failed, but I think I already made a video about it. I will link it up here if you're interested in that. It's kind of a fun story. Then also what happens a lot is that the equipment fails. I don't know, power shortage, cable not working, equipment not there. It all happened to me. And that's actually the one thing that I'm the most afraid of when I DJ, that the equipment fails. I don't know why. It usually doesn't. But I used to DJ with Serato a lot, like a box, a sound card. Then you have like a USB 2, the one that you also have for printers. And then into the computer, to the box. And I was playing in a club called Bhutan, which is like a hard techno club. And the bass was so strong. It unplugged the sound card 3 times the evening, 3 times, which was quite embarrassing because setting it up again, it takes 2 minutes, and like the dance floor was empty. It was a club with a couple of floors. So if you mess up in a club with a lot of floors, everyone just leaves. Ever since I always had tape with me to just tape the cable to the box, and now not DJing anymore with it. I have so many more stories. There's always so much going wrong. A lot of stuff I can't even talk about public because it's too crazy. But another time I had to catch an airplane to, yes, it was in the Norway tour. That's already vlog time. Maybe you remember it. It's one of the very early vlogs, me DJing in Bergen and Oslo in 2 days. It's quite a fun vlog. I will also link it up here. So I headed to the airport. They checked my bag, and then my bag got like pulled out of the line. Like 5 people were looking at me, and it was like, shit, what did I forget in the bag? Multiple things that went through my head. But what they actually found in there was something I didn't expect. Like, they found, I don't know what it's called actually in English, Wunderkerze, like for New Year's Eve, those. I don't really know why it was in the bag. I think it was from New Year's Eve. It somehow slipped in there and I didn't see just like a single one of them. And they thought it's explosives because that's what it looks like on the scanner. So they completely picked me apart, and then I just told them, okay, just throw it away and let me go. I didn't do that on purpose, but then they told me I have to go outside of the airport around a corner to leave this as like special waste. And I also had to pay a fine, 100 euros. So I, of course, just went around the corner, threw it in the normal garbage. Luckily, no one saw that. And I almost missed the plane, but definitely a fun weekend. But yeah, anyways, I think that's just a simple story thing. I mean, I didn't sleep a whole lot. I worked way too much the past couple of days. It's dark outside, snow, cold, Zelda's waiting for me, I need to rescue her. So don't forget to check out my Stay song. It's still hot, fresh on Spotify and all other stores. Link, the first one in the description. Also helps me out if you save the song and save it to your playlist. I think that's good for the algorithm. Not really sure, but if you have the time. And also let me know about your DJ stories. What are you afraid of? What's the worst that ever happened to you? Anything really crazy? Or was there never ever something going wrong? Which is almost impossible. There's always something going wrong.
Saying what you wanna say, whatever, let you sleep at night. Said that you would take me to the promised land. Take me to the promised land.